Hello, people of the internet. It's Mr. B once again, and yeah, I think we're gonna do something a little bit different today. As you may know, I may be an edgy individual because Mr. B is short for Mr. Blood Edge, but yeah, I like edgy, dark RPGs and things like that. I love gothic themes and I love the downer ending on occasion, depending on where I'm getting it from. So here is Fear and Hunger. I have no idea how I'm going to do this because this game is a little bit rough, guys. So let's see if we can manage to record this guy without any major problems. YouTube is gonna hate me, but let's see how this turns out. We're starting a new game. We have four options. We have the Mercenary, the Knight, the Dark Priest, and the Outlander. So I think it's kind of your typical, you could say, like Thief, Knight, Mage, and Barbarian sort of deal. And this is actually a roguelike RPG, so things are never the same when you go through was it the Dungeon of Fear and Hunger? So, I don't know. For a first time, I want to go with. Actually, the Mercenary might be smart. I did play this game a couple times just to get used to it. I'm using the Knight right now, so just to not spoil things, I'm gonna use the Mercenary because it's gonna be a little different. So we're gonna treat this as brand new. There are some serious themes in this game, just so you know, guys. You know, things like unaliving yourself and uh, sexual misconduct of terrible implications, and there is torture, and let's just say it's not a very pleasant game to watch if you are very against that. So if you can't handle hard horror themes like that, I would advise to watch something else. I have plenty of other games on this channel, hundreds of videos in fact, so but if you don't mind things like that, then we shall begin. I'm gonna start with the Mercenary, and I'm gonna name this guy. This guy looks like you know what? This game really has a kind of this game has a berserk feel to it. So hmm. I say that and I can't think of a freaking name. Like I could go Guts. We'll go Guts. Because Casca is his lady. And then there's Griffin, which this guy don't look like a griffin. In fact, this game has a griffin, so this game contains extreme violence, gore, sexual violence, and drug usage. If you are sensitive to such objects, you know, yeah, don't play this. Fear and Hunger. Let's see what they have to say. They're gonna decide how we start the game. Oh, this ain't disturbing. I feel like I didn't see this. Did I skip through this real quick without realizing it when I first tried it? Oh, we're gonna go with Fear and Hunger because this is known as the RPG that hates you. So I'm gonna reduce the level of the game hating me. We're gonna play the intro because that's how we're gonna decide what things we're gonna get. So you're born with the soul of the endless that makes you yearn for freedom and push your creativity. Test the harshest environments. You're born in the abandoned capital of the Eastern Sanctuaries, Jedi. You have chosen a very young age to either become a pickpocket, a burglar, or try to struggle and lead an honest life. I'm gonna do pickpocket. Pickpocket sounds smart. Life spent in learning thievery certain didn't go to waste. You learn to live in constant fear and danger over the years. The crude streets of a Jedi teach you valuable lessons. You learn steal. I think that's going to be very important. As you grow older, you took part in various mercenary armies and learned the dirtiest tricks to stay alive. You're taken by the notorious veteran highwaymen, and you join his little band of criminals and ex-soldiers. During the many raids, you get ambushed. Odds are seriously against you. You could have abandoned your comrades, kept your life, or you could have fought to your last breath. I'm gonna fight to my last breath, cause that's just how I do. I may survive the ambush, but that meant musician, whatever. I got 30 silver coins, so I got a lot of money from surviving. You travel across the land, raids, eventually settle down in Rondon, where the silver was loose as long as you're willing to get your knife dirty. One day, ominous task. You're paid well in silver to get the captain of a fabled mercenary army out of the dungeons of Rondon. From the dungeons of fear and hunger, the morbid place that has been wartime prison, yada yada. Something is clearly not right about this mission. You have felt nausea since the moment you agreed to it, but you're short on silver, and the reward is all that matters in the end. You spent your last night in the kingdom. Go drink and get laid. Stock up on food for the mission. Stock up on healing items. I know the fun option, but let's be smart about this. Let's do healing items. Blue vial and 2 cloth fragments. So that's like a healing potion and something to stop bleeding, if I recall. So I'm going to save the character. As you can see here, I do have some save files. So this is my own personal thing I'm learning about. Okay, first and foremost, we got to get moving. There's a dead horse here. Let's investigate it. It's been dead for a while. Beat the dead horse. Nothing happens. So this is the game where you want to check everything because there's goodies all over the place. So we got some wheat flour, a turnip. I am moving fast though because there are hounds. A stick, silver coins, pipe. Most of these things are useful. However, I'm not sure how some are. So we'll figure out how to use them later. But we got to get out of the open. Okay, so no, stop barking. White vial. I don't know what that does. Glass vial. We should. Okay, you start with. I forgot to mention. There are certain stats you have. You have your body and your mind. So your physical health, your mental health. You have a hunger gauge because, of course, it's fear and hunger. And you have a fear, which actually affects you in battle. So I have necrophobia. I'm afraid of dead things, which is kind of unfortunate in this game. But we'll learn how to deal with it. So I'm gonna just activate a torch. There we go. Because darkness is not good for your sanity. And if you talk to this, it always starts you with a book of fears just to give you an idea of what you're working with. So there you go. Necrophobia, fear of death, dead, and corpses. And yeah, those are just the different kinds of fears you could have, but obviously that's going to affect some things. So I'm going to head this way. Awful smell, rotten food. We'll take the rotten meat. A maggot crawled up my arm because why not? Rotten meat can be eaten in an emergency, but I think it has a use. I want to say most of these things have uses that you don't quite know yet. Deep bucket, wheat flour. Do we have any raw meat? We do not have any raw meat, which is entirely possible. You could just randomly get anything. So if I had raw meat, I could use that oven to cook it. So this should be blocked. It is. Now there's 2 ways to go. I'm gonna go up. Mostly because right's kind of a trap. Like I said, I played a little bit, but not very much. So let's see how far we can go without dying horribly or seeing something horrible. Got a stick, tinder boxes. Okay, this is a list of inmates and tinder boxes. That is a child in a cage. We want to do open the cage. It's locked. We could cut back and get her. No point talking to her. She will not talk to you. Okay, now this is interesting because with the books, we have to flip a coin because we might get something good or we might get nothing. So let's see here. So I got nothing on this shelf. But you see, I had a 2 there because also you have lucky coins, so you can get a double flip. So if you want to, hold shift and then flip. There we go. That turned a failure into a success, and we got a book. And you usually want to read most books because they give you skills. Basics of Alchemy, Volume 1. The effects of different herbs and plants are listed here. Blue heals. Okay, green is used for open wounds to prevent infections. Red, little no effect, but it's Resident Evil rules. It boosts other ones. Cave moss, it's protein rich, so I'm guessing you can eat it. So blue and red is good healing. Green and red is antidote for mild poisons, and blue equals blue vial, which is a healing item. So now that I have that, there's this option right here. You see the yin yang symbol? That's a craft section. So now I know how to do this, plus I have the recipe for torches right off the bat. So now I can make a torch, and then we just hit finish, and let's go to the next one. Death is the answer. That is not very useful. Mock-up book? That's a fake book. Like, it'll tell you right here. There you go. Empty book with just wooden covers. That one is a puzzle piece, so you want to keep that on you. I think this room is okay. Yeah. There's a statue depicting the new gods here. Someone's written, "Save us," here with their blood. See, very cheery, isn't it? Ignore that, gentleman. You totally did not see something hanging between his legs just there. It's just our imagination. So wait, actually. This black stuff is flammable, I believe. Yeah, scoop into a glass vial. We've got black liquid. I don't know how to use it, but if we get more alchemy books, that could be something we can learn. Okay, that is the way out. So what we're going to do here is we're going to take the other path now. Mostly because it's bound to happen eventually, but we have to eventually see something terrible for our mental health. So I'm going to just... Oh! Hi, sir! No, 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 fine. And that's penis. So we're gonna ignore that. I'm gonna learn how to blur this as soon as possible. First thing you want to do, you see how you can target individual party parts, including the stinger, as to say. First thing you want to do is take out the knife arm for this guy. There we go. The stinger is pulsating. Cut it off. Now it's more family friendly. Okay, I'm going to use a coin because this is a very bad attack. So sometimes when yes, there's coin flips for things like this could end badly for you. So now that we have this taken care of, I'm gonna just... Actually, let's steal from the fella. Ooh, I got his meat cleaver thingy. Now I'm going to attack his chest. And I think he's about to use his arm, so I'm going to guard. Yep, that's his only means of attacking, but I blocked it. So you gotta learn timing with a lot of these enemies, and let's be honest, it's gonna be a lot of trial and error on occasion. But there you go, we got a dead body. No reaction, but satisfying, so you can either beat him, search him. I've got another meat cleaver, and a loincloth, but I'm not gonna put that on. As you can see here, yeah, there's just like little options of different things you can wear. I have a scimitar. Meat cleaver seems stronger. Fortunately, I can seem to only one-hand a weapon. Well, I can use two hands for like a shield and stuff, but you can't hold two weapons, at least not yet. So, well, I honestly don't know if you can, but I'm hoping you can. That would be neat. I mean, when you're thinking of a thief, you're gonna think they're gonna two-hand stuff. And sometimes there's doors that you could try to break down, but I am not the Chad required. Ale. So we got some alcohol, we got a cloth hood, that's armor. As you see here, I only started with a leather vest, so we put that on. If you want more defense, obviously the knight has a bunch of goodies, like a, I don't know if it was like a steel cuirass or something like that, and like arm guards and stuff. So she's a bit more heavier armored, but she doesn't start with like stealing abilities. She has things like very defensive abilities, or you can attack quicker with your training, things like that. Okay. So now that we're done with that, I think there's not much else I can do. I have not found a key, so I cannot save the girl. Ah! Evil summoning circle. A sacrificial circle. Well, let me read it from the beginning. To appease the gods that gains favors from them, the place to offer your gratitude. Grogaroth, the destroyer of men, yearns for human sacrifices. Sylvian, the god of fertility and love, wishes nothing more than the act of love in her name. So that kind of gives you a hint what you can do. So you could sacrifice, you could show love, or you could pray. Sacrifice, well, we have no one to sacrifice. Show love, you don't have anyone to make love to but yourself. Loving yourself produces no effects. So you can guess what we're doing on the summoning circle. And I'm going to pray to Grogaroth's like blood magic. Sylvian is like, I want to say it's more natural magic. And Almer is kind of like Jeebus a little bit. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with. I like Synchromancy. We'll go with Grogaroth. And this is just things I've read. I have not gotten that far, but the lore captivated me almost immediately. I had to deep dive into it. So I know things I shouldn't know already, but it's not going to help me much. It's not like I looked at a guide or anything. I'm starting to feel hungry, so we're going to just eat a random carrot. And that didn't do much. How about a turnip? 15. We do not have a lot of food. Okay, I'm going to have to get out of here quick and hope we find some food. Okay, I'm going to have to ask you to ignore these gentlemen right here. Mostly because, yeah... I mean, who hangs a person naked, to be completely honest? That seems a little... That seems a little rude to the dead. Barrel... Ooh, some tomatoes. And some moldy bread. Lovely. We can go down here. Do you want to go down here? Sure. And we're on the pile of bodies. Ooh. Open the chest. I got tails, so... Oh! Wooden buckler! I only have one weapon. Like, a one-handed weapon, so... That is still armor. Thank you. Let us go. Okay, ignore all of the unalived people. They are just chilling out. This is a dungeon after all. I don't remember this. Most skeleton. Oh, wait a minute. Tombstone, here lies you who. Okay, I didn't like that noise. And I just realized I am walking around in the dark without a torch. I know better than this. Especially since, now that I think about it, I'm surrounded by the dead. I am probably horrified. I wouldn't be surprised if I'm slowly losing sanity. Or mind, I suppose. Silver coins, dirt, pine cone, a throwing knife, that might be useful. That is Dave. Don't worry about Dave. Fine. Let's fight Dave. So, this is Dave, also known as a Maneba. I'm gonna kill it. Just go straight for its head. Great! You notice that lovely little condition I have? I am full of worms, people. Isn't that lovely? Now that's gonna stick with me until I can get, like, something to deal with that. And these things have nothing of value, so I just let this thing fill me with worms. That's not good. I'm going to... Oh, green and blue doesn't mix? Okay. Well, let me hope I can find something. Raw meat is a nice thing. Nothing to fill with wine. I don't have any empty glassware. Blue herb. Green herb. I need a red one. Wait, 2 blues make a heal. I don't need it right this second. I could use it. More blue. A glass vial. I could fill that with wine. I don't need to, but it's good for your, like, I want to say it's good for your mind. Dried mushrooms is food. Ancient ritual circle. Carved and drawn here. It seems to be a symbol of an older, more obscure god. That's Dave. Oh, crap! I didn't notice that. Hi? What just happened? Well, this isn't concerning. No. You stop that right now. I'll eat a tomato. Just one whole tomato. And a carrot. And another tomato. Alright, what was that terrible, like, freaking dollar store spook? Cheese. Dried mushrooms, very nice. Ignore whoever that is. You, you get away from me, sir. Oh, okay. It's not a death trap. Hopefully. That's a bear trap, though. Pine cone. Oh. Great, I was just screwed with by an evil being, because of course I was. Cheese. Cheese. Also, save points are not obvious in this game, and kind of one use sometimes, which is just fantastic. Oh, thank you. Nothing here. Rotted barrel, so nothing. I think this is kind of back where I came from. Yeah, this is back where I came from. I'm just gonna go back around. I don't want to fight these guys. I am full of worms, which, fun fact, make you hungrier. Isn't that great? Isn't that lovely? It's not even the worst status condition in this game. I'm going... just try to kill it. What are you gonna do? Put more worms in me? Ow. Let's just end this. Okay, I'm a little hurt, so let's just craft this. Thank you. I brought some with me, didn't I? Yep, so that increases my health by 20. Not much, but there is a better option eventually if you can find it. Let the blood flow. Oh, use red vial. Oh, the red vial is acid, apparently. Or at least that's the way it makes it sound. My torch just died. I cannot force a door like that, so I think I just gotta get out of here. What I need is not in this place. But I don't mind the lack of penises. I do appreciate that. Dried mushroom. Oh, you remember where I started the game? You go up there and you just end up there. So we're gonna go back and we're gonna climb the body pile because it would probably be quicker. More than like, you know what? More than probably, because I could just walk straight there. It's all clear. It's not as convoluted in the hallways. Alright, let me up the corpse file. Wait a minute. That room has something. But there's a Menemba in the way. So I'm gonna just do... Dude walked down on me. I'm gonna run. Fun. Ow. Ow. Let's just cut his head off. Come on. That's not good. Remember I said this game hates you? That's not gonna help me. I'm gonna try running one more time. If it doesn't work, we're dead anyway. Yep. And that's that! This game is not a friend. And as you saw there, I had no chance of saving. Because you have to find specific things to save. So, I'm gonna leave it there right now. If you guys are interested in more of this, or you guys never want to see this again, you know, as always, please leave a like, comment down below, tell me your opinion on this. And, yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. But this is just an experiment. If you guys don't like it, that's fine. I'll play this by myself. You don't have to worry about that. But hey, thank you all for joining me today. You guys have a good evening, morning, afternoon, wherever you are. I'll see you on the next one, and, bye for now, guys.